Hi, beautiful people. How are ya? I'm Dr. Pammy Jean. I hope you're having a great day. Well, I remembered to put the white tape around my camera, but it's all blending in and it looks gray, and so it's blending in with the camera head. So that's not helping me. I'm not sure. Well, we'll just keep moving on, won't we? It'll be what it'll be. My husband and I decided to start attending a little church right down the road. I didn't even realize they had church services there. It's the oldest church in our little town, and it reminds me a little bit of the church that I attended when I was 19, when I got saved. I also got baptized in the Holy Spirit and in water in that church. In our new church, the pastor and his wife are the absolute sweetest people. They emanate their love for Jesus, and I'm loving that. Before going to a new church, though, I did talk to my son because, in case you're new here, he's the pastor of a church in a town about 40 minutes from us. But my whole family goes there. And, you know, I knew I was going to miss them, but my husband, he works hard, he works a lot of hours, and the weekends when he can get the things done that he wants to get done. He always has projects too. And so I didn't want to hurt my son's feelings by attending a different church. But I really need to go to church with my husband. So my husband picked the church, and I do love it. They're sweet people there. It's small, and they don't even have a pianist, although there are two nice pianos on either side of the front, but nobody to play those instruments. So one of the pianos, they use a thumb drive to plug into it, and play the songs that they want to play. We sing hymns every week, and that's different. I haven't sung hymns since that first church back when I was 19. We did back then sing a couple of hymns to get the service started, and then went into, the contemporary praise and worship songs. And at my son's church, they just do contemporary praise and worship songs. So this is very different. But my husband really likes it. But I know some of the hymns from, back in the day. But getting to my son's church could be difficult if my husband didn't want to go. Although, with our granddaughter living here, I could go with her, but she often is, they do rehearsals for the worship service, and she's one of the singers on stage. And so they do their practice beforehand. So, she has to be there early, a couple hours before service or so. And, I don't know. I just didn't want to do all that. But when the epidemic hit, my son's church started having services online. And so I could, watch the services, listen to, the preaching, and enjoy the worship. I do have that linked below if you're interested. It's a great church. Wonderful people there, not just because my family goes there, but they are really wonderful people. And when they started putting the church service online, that was a huge blessing. But my husband didn't always listen to the service. So when we decided to go to this little church, I believe it's what we both needed. I need the fellowship of other believers. I do miss my kids, but, and my grandkids because, they all go to my son's church, but I'm getting spiritually fed and I'm loving that. I do still watch a church service from time to time, especially since two of my granddaughters sing on the worship team, and my daughter sings on the worship team, and my son-in-law plays, I don't know what the instrument's called. It's like a drum that he plays, down here below his knees, and it sounds wonderful. And occasionally, my son, the preacher, will play the electric guitar with the worship team when they need him. So that's what's going on with me spiritually. But since I cut out sugar in my diet, I've been on a mission to understand how sugar actually affects us as fibromyalgia sufferers. So I'll be doing a video on that. Another one. I talk about it quite a bit, I'm sure, as you know. But I do think that it's a part of our key to success at managing our symptoms. Nothing about fibromyalgia is easy, is it? I mean, nothing. So I'm not here to tell you that if you cut out sugar, you're going to suddenly feel great. I haven't found anything that does that, but it does make me feel better. And maybe you'll find what I have found in the research as I share it. Or maybe you have some experience with it yourself and you would like to share that below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm sure everyone would love to hear from you. But all I can tell you is from my own personal experience that it has helped me. But please talk to your doctor before you do any kind of diet change. I know that every time I go off the wagon, I start eating sugary foods, it makes me feel horrible. My granddaughter in the kitchen back here has some sugary rolls, some rolls with icing all over them. And it's very tempting to, because she wouldn't care, she is extra. It's very tempting for me to want to take a bite out of one, but it'll end up making me feel pretty horrible. And I will bloat, like just bloat all up. My bowels will get out of whack. Sorry to be gross about that, but it's the truth. And it'll take me like a month to get things back under control. And is that worth it? It doesn't seem worth it to me. When I stick with the no sugar rule, I'm okay with a little bit of carbohydrates. I mean, I just can't make it my mission to gobble up too much of it. I can just tell you that I feel so much better when I limit even some of the carbs. I feel like I need some carb, a little bit, but I just, everything in life is, about moderation. So that's what I try to do. I have started dropping weight. I've lost 6 pounds. That feels good. Thankfully, I just saw, been twice now to a colon specialist. And so now I have a specific routine and things that I do that has helped me feel better and just getting my insides, taken care of makes my body feel better too. So I told you that I would let you know what I'm doing. And so here's my formula that seems to be helping me. It's not perfect yet. So I'm a work in progress, as always, but this is what I'm doing. I'm taking seed, SEED, a synbiotic, which is a pre and probiotic formula, and I've been taking that for over a year. But that didn't fix my issues on their own. Prior to that, I was taking a digestive enzyme after I ate. I'm continuing to do that. That is an absolute requirement. It helps to prevent me from bloating. It doesn't matter what I eat, I don't think. The digestive enzyme is absolutely necessary. I occasionally take a fiber supplement. I just take it when I feel like I need it, but I take 250 milligrams of magnesium at bedtime. That is quite the miracle. At one point, I was taking up to 1,600 milligrams a night, so down to 250. I'll take it. I do take a couple of stool softeners as well. And the combination of all of this, I feel like, is fixing my microbiota gut issues. I think I'm going to add L-glutamine to all of this as well. I don't know when, maybe next month. Well, maybe even this month, we'll see. The thing is, if I go off the no sugar rule, I'm a mess for a while, like a month. So it doesn't make sense for me to eat sugar and be miserable. So tell me what you do. Have you figured out your, well, my situation is IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And, I'm all over the place sometimes. And this combination so far is really helping. I wouldn't say I'm in any kind of remission, but when I added the B complex to my diet, I chose a really strong B complex, probably stronger than what some of you might need. So keep that in mind. But I did add a B complex, and that has helped give me a less fatigued feeling like I can get some things done. I know I can't go off my fibromyalgia medication or my GERD medication. That would be a really bad idea. And just because I go off sugar, I still have fibromyalgia until we get a cure. But with meds and supplements and no sugar, I do feel better. I mean, the last couple of days have been a little hard on my knees and my hips because it's raining. And as you all know, that does affect us. Just the same, on the days where my hips and my knees are hurting more than normal, I take it easy and I just do some of the minor things around the house. But when I have more energy, I'm on a mission to get things done. I am prone to overdo it. And when I do, I am no different from any of you. I have a chair back here. I know I have my background blurred today. Thought I'd try something different. I can easily fall asleep in my chair in seconds, and wake up groggy and stiff. And it's from overdoing it. But sometimes we do what we've got to do. I just choose not to go lay down in my bed if at all possible, because I'll be in there too long, and that's not good. We finished painting our granddaughter's bedroom, and I say we, and that was my granddaughter and I mostly. Her boyfriend helped her on one wall, and a friend of hers helped her on another wall. We got it done. We started last fall. Yes, one wall at a time is what we did, because her room would get trashed with one wall. So we get it all cleaned up afterwards and let her enjoy that, and then we'd start on another wall. It took a team, but it's really pretty. Here's a picture. those are her paintings that she painted. I think her room looks pretty. It's how she wanted it. It's the colors she chose. I've been doing little bits of reorganization in my house, and I try to get rid of things. I have gotten rid of lots of things a couple years ago and last year. We'll see how it goes this year, but there are bigger areas I want to tackle. This room, I want to finish painting this room right around here. I'd love to repaint our bedroom, but boy, that would be a chore. With the rain that we keep getting here, it's been raining all day today. Our dogs have to be monitored because when they go out, they come back in with mud, and mopping is probably the worst task that I do that causes me the most pain. Vacuuming isn't much better, but I've been mopping a lot lately. Our two youngest dogs are shedding like crazy. So I have to go around all of the baseboards with a wet soapy rag and get all of the dog hair out of there. The vacuum doesn't seem to get it as well as that wet soapy rag. Wow. It's amazing how much my dogs shed. And that's a pretty horrible task too, because if I sit on the floor, then I have to try to get up. So I'm usually doing it bending over. And when I'm bent over, I need to stay bent over because bending over and getting back up and bending over and back up is a hard task. I have neurocardiogenic syncope, which I take medication for. So that can cause me some dizziness. But how have you all been feeling? That's what I want to know. I want to know how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. I mean, you've been here for me during a lot of low times. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, but I do. I hope you understand that. And I hope you feel like you can share with all of us what's going on with you because I do pray for you. I do love you. And I hope you know that the things I share are from my heart. Hi, honey. What you doing? What you doing? That's my baby. Yeah, yeah. Shadow came to say hello. Got Tesla down there. He's been sleeping down there. Lucy's sleeping back here. Yep, there she is. She's out cold. Hi, baby. Yes. Hi, baby. You want to come up and say hi? Do you want to? Come here. Let's see. Come here. I had her say hi in another video, didn't I, baby? Yeah. Say hello. Hello. He says, you're putting me in a weird position. Oh, wow. It's my baby. Oh, goodness. Now, Tesla, he says, I'm jealous, Mom. So, here's my baby. Yeah. Shadow is, we got her for our granddaughter, actually. This one here is my little one. Mhm. Aren't you? You love mommy, don't you? He's so adorable. Mwah. Yeah. Okay. I am thankful that you're here, and that means so much to me. And I hope that speaking from my heart was okay for today. I think I need a little break from the research. I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you.